Hello, my name's Jennison. I've got a question for you. Have you ever found yourself in a practicing rut where you feel like you're spinning your wheels working on the same thing over and over and over again and not really making the kind of progress that you want to make, despite the fact that you're being a good guitar player and sinking hours into a particular technique or a particular song or a lick or an idea, sometimes even days, sometimes even months. But despite how often you repeat that particular figure, let's take, for example, the classic Paul Gilbert lick that everybody knows inside out, which is this one here. No matter how many times you play that lick, you don't feel like you're getting any faster, you don't feel like you're getting any cleaner, it's just a little bit frustrating, but you doggedly chip away at it and experience, let's call it limited progress. Well, here to answer the question of when is it time to move on to something else, and how long should you practice this particular lick or any particular lick or particular idea in your own practice sessions. Well, here's the thing, something that people don't talk about enough is the principle of variation and how close variations, i.e. playing something that is similar to what you're trying to work on, but not exactly the same, can supercharge your results. Now, this is something that has been proven time and time again in sports science and in the training of athletes, but it's something that is rarely spoken about in the training of guitar players. So let me give you an example, right? What I'm going to encourage you to do is next time you're working on something like this, yes, by all means, spend a little bit of time working on it, but come up with some variations that challenge you to relearn the lick. It kind of gives your brain an opportunity to relearn that motor pathway. Now, what we might do with this is we might change this from, instead of playing the same lick over and over again, we might change it to perhaps playing the lick, let's say upside down. Let's maybe put the single note on the B string. We might get this. Or maybe we get the same lick, but this time what we do is, instead of putting the single note on the first finger, we put the single note on our fourth finger, like this, where we maybe get something like... Now, coming up with these variations again gives your brain a chance to essentially relearn the skill of doing this lick. And this applies to any idea. If you're learning a song, maybe try changing the order of the chords and see if that works for you. Or maybe try creating some new licks out of the licks that you're trying to play. If you do this in your practice sessions, what you'll notice is that when you come back to working on this one sticky skill or this one sticky lick or line or whatever it is that you've been trying to work on for ages, you will undoubtedly find that you have an easier time playing it and you make faster progress. It's a great way to bust through plateaus. If you want to know more about this, you can join me on my guitar bootcamp, where we're going to fix your practice in a day. Places are strictly limited because this is a live event and we're going to be fixing your practice, i.e. we're going to be interacting, you're going to be telling me about your practice woes, and I'm going to be fixing them live on camera, so places are strictly limited. Click down below to reserve your place today. We're going to be talking about all sorts of stuff that is rooted in sports science, is rooted in performance psychology. We're going to be fixing your practice scheduling. We're going to tell you what to practice, how often to practice, how hard it should be, when it's time to move on, when it's time to vary, when it's time to stay the same, all of that stuff in one day. Once again, it is the 1st of July. Click the link down below. I'll see you there.